thoughts and emotions as the postseason comes to an end?
Obviously right now, I don't think nobody's reflecting on the year. I think it's just, pain. It's, won the one championship and just weren't ready for it. So, I look in the mirror, see how I can be better, and go from there.
What do you feel were the biggest challenges throughout this specific series?
They were just a better team, honestly. They were more together. They were more composed. They were just more composed. In every game, honestly. After we won Game 3, they responded from the jump. Credit to them.
One thing Kenny did say in his experience that there's nothing that motivates more than a loss like this. You mentioned the pain. Is that something that you think is going to happen as well?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
You mentioned not being ready for it. In what way do you think you guys weren't ready for it?
I think just Game 1, we weren't ourselves. And from there, I'll take the blame for Game 2. We win Game 3. Weren't ready for Game 4. Solid first half, and then weren't ready for this game either. Come out of halftime. I just think collectively, we didn't do a good job staying composed. That's the word I'll keep going back to. Everybody, honestly, and obviously, my first reaction is always look in the mirror and see how I can be better. It's exciting, That's what this is all about, getting better.
What would you guys say in this locker room when you guys got back in here? What was the messaging within the team?
Kind of what you imagine. It's a lot of disappointment. That's really the main emotion right now.
Is this a case of where experience is the best teacher as far as gaining that composure for next time, the next go round?
Yeah.
How much in terms of lessons learned is that mental side? Kenny talked about that next jump is certainly there.
It's mental. It's conditioning your bodies to go the distance. It's conditioning your mind to go the distance. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to win a championship. It's hard to get to the conference finals. It's hard to get to the finals. I haven't been there, but just doing it for the whole season this year, and then kind of go to the first round. It's a waiting game, but it's a long journey to get there. Just imagine playing for another 2 series. You got to condition your minds, your bodies, and just we'll all look in the mirror. I'll look in the mirror, and we'll get better individually, collectively, and we'll see where everything takes us.
What was it about this series that kind of neutralized your guys' offense? Because even the short little buckets late in this game, you guys were missing as well.
Yeah, I had to watch them. I think a lot of this game, we missed, we missed shots that we normally make. I think a lot of it was that bunnies and open threes for guys that are going to make them 9 times out of 10. But they also they were the better team, on both sides of the ball, and they deserve that credit.
What do you think the approach will be going into the offseason for you and for your teammates here?
I think everyone will have a different journey. And I think everyone will be extremely motivated to get better individually, and that usually helps the team.
Not to use
the
this as
most frustrating part, having this season, all the success you guys had in the regular season, and knowing in this series in particular, you guys just didn't play like yourselves, you're capable.
I think you kind of said it. To lose like that and not play your best is the most frustrating part.
not to use this as a crutch, but to see Don play through his injuries, DG, Dre, just as a teammate, what did that mean to you for them to give it and gut it out the way they did?
Yeah, all of them. I told DG, especially after the game, I don't really care what anybody has to say. He had a hell of a year. He's only getting better, and just to play through that alone shows what kind of person and player he is. So I told him just keep his head up. He's, go back to be All-Star again next year, and do all that again. And that's who he is. And I think that's especially him. He's obviously Don and Ev and Dre for sure, but he wasn't his best self today. But just him getting out there and playing for us these last 3 games is a lot.
What are your feelings about the possibility of returning to Cleveland this offseason?
I loved my time here this year, and I think we'll see how it all plays out. Honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I like Cleveland a lot.